Let us understand the importance of the word I. And as many times as you can, just close your eyes and take that word I into your meditation. Get acquainted with it. See if you can come to the realization that this I is infinite, eternal, immortal, omnipresent, right where you are. If you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, it will be there. Begin to live with that word, I. Begin to understand why it is said, I will never leave thee or forsake thee. I will never leave you or forsake you. Did this have any reference to a man named Jesus? Certainly not, because if it had, it's already proven a lie, because Jesus has already left us. He isn't with us, at least as far as we have any knowledge. This had reference to something more than a man named Jesus. This I meant exactly what it said. I. I. It didn't say Jesus will never leave you nor forsake you. It didn't say Moses or Buddha wouldn't forsake you. It said, I will never leave you or forsake you. When Jesus said, I am the bread, the wine, and the water, if he meant Jesus were the wine, we'd be without bread and wine and water, and that would be sad for us. He said instead, I am the bread, the wine, and the water. He didn't say to the disciples, whom do men say that Jesus is? He said, whom do men say that I am? Think of that in your meditation. What did he mean? What did he mean by I? He wasn't alone in this. Moses said I. Moses said I am that I am. Was he trying to say that he's God Almighty? That would be strange for him to say that. And then Jesus to say it just after him. And before that, Krishna said it. And then Shankara came along and said it. Were there that many gods on earth? No. They didn't say human beings were God. They didn't say that. They said that I am God. When you meditate on this word, I, try to remember any scriptures if you can. I am will place the words in your mouth to speak. I am goes before you. I am has sent me. I am the way, the truth, the life. I am the bread, the wine, the water. I am the resurrection. I and my Father, Mother God are one. Thou seest me, thou seest that Father that sent me. I go before you to make the crooked places straight. I will be with you until the end of the world. I am is the name. Put not your faith in princes. Why not? For I, in the midst of you, am mighty. I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. You see that? When you get acquainted with this I in the midst of you, when you finally get acquainted with this I in the midst of you, you will know why I, the Father, I, the Son, are the same I. Only I, the Father, is the I of everyone and everything on the face of the globe, whereas I, as I, the Son, am the individualization, the individual expression, the individual being of that I. That is the universal I of each one of us. When you learn to live with that I, you will see why you can withdraw your gaze from people and from the outer world and from just being dependent on the outside world. You will see why it's foolish to hate or fear people, situations, the outer world, or to unduly love them either. The I in the midst of me, this I that's in the midst of me, is the fullness of the Godhead body. And it will appear outwardly as the fulfillment of my life. Whether I need someone on a human level, or a teacher, or supply, or a home, or companionship, whatever it may be, I is the fulfillment of all this. And if I can be very still, patient, and wait for that I to fulfill itself, I sit in patience, and I of my own household comes to me.